So I was in Vegas for one day. Went to Vegas to bet on the fight. Bet 200 on a fight. And I was hoping to win 1,200. The guy I bet on lost. I lost my $200, but I had fun. What's up, Jesus Price? So the results was I didn't win the $1,200. I lost $200. My guy got mauled, so I lost. So check it out. I watched the two different videos. Would you say, T-Ben? But he a real G for fighting that quick. Again, for sure. Yeah, he stepped in with the 10-day notice, so he didn't really get to train like he really wanted to. Possibly could be a little weaker. So like when you have fights and you lose 25 pounds for a fight and you make weight, and like when I used to wrestle high school, we had to lose 5 pounds that day before a wrestling match. So we put on the plastics and sweat and get all the water weight out. Bam, drop 5 pounds in some hours. So I understand how they do it. So when you do that, you kind of get sapped of energy, and then you go back and do that then again 10 days later. Yeah, one guy did that, and he got pushed after he lost all the weight. Damn near snapped the back of his neck, had whiplash, and he had to get out of a fight. So you're at a weak point when you do that. So when you do that in another 10 days, you're not gonna be at your optimum strength. You didn't broke your body down too much. I'm not making no excuses, but yeah, this shit happens. So I didn't pass my damn exit. Plus 600 means he was a big time underdog. So if I bet $100 on someone who's a plus 600, then I win $600. Basically, that's what it is. Right? So I didn't bet 100. I bet 200 because I wanted $1,200. Lost that $200, but it was cool. I'll be back in about 3 weeks to bet on another fight. This one I think I'm gonna win on. Anyway, I don't want to hold folk. I just briefly came on this because I'm on my way home, and guess what? I can't wait to get home. I watched the two videos y'all did on my claims, even though you're not saying what my claims really is, and you botched it up to be deceitful, right? But I watched them both. I watched both times Wujaro lie his ass off and be deceitful again. And I'm gonna have to take notes and write it down so you guys can see, because you guys keep letting Wujaro put you back in a trap. He's that slick where he can be deceitful and put y'all right back in the trap and to believe in his bullshit again. He will make you believe a Nubian is an Egyptian because of some writing next to it, but I got that covered. It's gonna be wicked tonight. Well, it's not even gonna be tonight. Actually, it's gonna be around noon. Around noon, I'm going live, and I can't wait to get home. No disrespect, straight scholarship. Jonathan and Wujaro purposely lied. Purposely was deceitful. And I'm going to clearly show the deceit and the lies. And after I do this, let's see if these people are man enough to apologize and say, you know what, X, you are right. Let's see if they're man enough to do that. Now, this is a test today. Even if you hate on me, you don't like Chief X, this is a test for your integrity and their integrity. We putting these niggas in court after I make my video. And if they're not you know what, you're right, Chief X, then you need to look at everything they do and say from now on with a side eye. And don't be so trustful. Because y'all been trustful last night. And you let the nigga tell you, like, remember Rodney King's beating case was going on in the 90s. And they was joking and shit like, well, they're not really beating him. It may look like that, but they're not really beating him. They're doing something else. They're just trying to get him under control and handcuff him. And he's just flailing and being wild. Don't believe what your eyes see. If you see a Nubian a certain way 100 times, then you see him a strange kind of way another time. Don't let nobody trick you into thinking that that's not a Nubian, and that's what happened. Wujaro, an anomaly. Boy, you good, Wujaro. I'll give you that. You're good. One thing I don't do, Wujaro, is try to belittle your intelligence. When I speak on you, Wujaro, I said Wujaro has great listening and reading comprehension. It's not that. I said Wujaro was simply lying and being deceitful. So I'm not trying to say you dumb and play you down to the audience like you do. Everyone knows Chief X is not dumb and slow. Y'all can say that 100 times. Everyone knows Chief X is not dumb and slow. They just know you playing a mind game to say that, to try to chop me down and then spew your philosophy on some shit you wrong about. And we're gonna show how you wrong. See, for years, these cats couldn't figure y'all out. But Chief X got you in the headlock. And you ain't getting out the headlock. I doubled down on all my points because I'm not wrong when I make the first point. Now, the only thing you can lean on to where and say I was off on is by me saying that is a Photoshop picture. I use the wrong terminology, but in them times, that would be considered Photoshop. Today, okay, Wujaro said it's a recreation. A drawing by some P. Wood and a recreation of what he's seen on the wall. And everybody is basing their scholarship off a recreation that is wrong. People are basing their scholarship off a picture, drawing that's fucking fake in a sense. And why would you guys do some stupid shit like that? You guys want to hang on a string. I'm about to clip that string. You got a whole bath towel. A whole bath towel. I make these analogies. And a little piece of thread on this bath towel. Instead of being able to hold the bath towel and stuff, you hanging on that little bitty thread that's hanging off the bath towel, looking pathetic. It is pathetic when you guys do that. Oh, we might be. Uh-oh, we're hanging on the thread. Uh-oh, we might got some hope. You guys look pathetic and sad when you do that. It's like the score of the game is up to 100. And right now, Chief X got 98 points. And here it is, they think they score a free throw, and they get all excited because they got 1 point now, and the other team got 99 points. And they think they got a chance because they got 1 point. Oh shit, we got 1 point. We might got a chance to win the game. That looks pathetic and sad when you do that. Don't represent us like that, trying to be pathetic and be a culture vulture and look pathetic doing it, look thirsty doing it, look sad doing it. Get some fucking balls and put it down who you are and stand on who you really are. Y'all thought y'all did something last night. I told you before, Wujaro, you said I was wrong on everything. That's being dishonest and deceitful. Everything? You couldn't even have the integrity to say, you know what, he was right about this, he was right about that, but he was off on this because of this. You don't even have that kind of integrity because you're nervous. Wujaro is nervous as hell. Nobody has Wujaro this shook ever except Chief X. Tell the truth. Nobody in the history of Wujaro being on social media has had him this shook. A stupid motherfucker, a slow motherfucker couldn't have Wujaro this shook, making 20 hours videos on my topics. Saying we talking about zombie topics, but you sadly streaming for hours every day about zombie topics. This mind game y'all let Wujaro fool you with. Look at his logo and ask him what is he concerned about. Why can't he use a pale person to represent an Egyptian if it don't matter what color they are? Why won't you guys use the palest colors if it don't matter? Why is this black and white talk? You guys are so fake and shit. But when I get home, bend the knee. When I get home, let everybody know, you know what, Chief X was right. We put our philosophy on something that we thought what it meant, and we used an Afrocentric, scalp it like an Indian, throw it in the motherfucking dirt, and I'm gonna give you the consensus and the reality and the real scholarship, not the biased side of the scholarship. That's what I've been doing. But you dumb motherfuckers, let Wujaro snow you. Wujaro basically told you today, and this is like them attorneys back in the O.J. Simpson case. Wujaro basically told you they're not beating Rodney King. They're trying to get him under control, and he's just wild and flailing. And you guys say, you know what, you're right, Wujaro. They're not beating Rodney King. Stupid motherfuckers. You gullible motherfuckers. Hey, Brother Supremacy, you said you're going to be looking forward to my stream tonight. But just let me let you know, it's not going to be tonight. It's going to be up around noon. As soon as I touch down, I can't wait to put these people over my knee and spank them like the daddy I am to them. I've been sonning these motherfuckers all year, and they're still my son. They're just a disobedient son. They're a disobedient child that I'm going to have to put over my knee and spank again when I get home. Wait a minute. Would you say Big Money? Big Money, did you, I don't even know, did you be hearing their responses? See, we going back response for response, and I was not wrong on any response. They just philosophize over what I say and try to make you think I was wrong. But you listen to my words. Always, you make them play me saying that. And that's how you know they never do that. Wujaro tried it, but he was slick with it. We're going to play me tonight. And I'm going to make it plain, just like I said before, and I'm going to ask you, what was I wrong about? If you can't come up with an answer, you shut your goddamn mouth and just simply apologize. And say, yeah, we took you out of context. Chief, you was not wrong. Matter of fact, you was 100% right about every fucking thing, except calling it Photoshop, but when it was really a recreation. You feel better now? My point was, this is some bullshit that shouldn't be, that scholarship shouldn't be based off of this fucking phony ass fake picture with the most horrible scholarship on it. So you use something with horrible scholarship just so you can have a chance to hold on to some thread. Afrocentrics held on to that thing like a magnet. This is our only shot. This is our only shot. Let's hold on to it and y'all look pathetic, just flailing, holding on to this thread, dangling 1,000 feet in the air. Shit. And Vegas took my money too? Oh, so y'all gonna pay for Vegas and y'all gonna pay for lying. I'm gonna make it very plain so you can understand. And then what I want you to do tonight and say, you know what? This is what I really want people to do. Once I see something and someone shows me a fact, because we're showing facts, right? Once someone shows me a fact, then I will use my own understanding and logic to come to a conclusion about everything else. But you're not doing that. You're using Wujaro's logic and opinion to conclude, instead of your own logic and opinion and your thing. You're not being what they call a free thinker. I'm a free thinker. I believe my interpretation. When I see a fact, I said, okay, I'm gonna apply my interpretation and my logic and my common sense to it, not his. Do that for me and you'll be okay. Once you know the fact, don't let nobody interpret the fact for you. That's where you're going wrong. Be confident in your logic. Be confident and stand on something. You know how Egyptians depicted Nubians, and you've always known. Don't all of a sudden trick your mind because you want it to be another way. Don't trick your mind. Stand on that. Don't let nobody say they're not really beating Rodney King. They're just trying to get him under control. I didn't cut somebody off. Then I'm showing you sources from an Egyptologist in Egypt, in the tomb, but you rather believe a nigga like Wujaro who never been to fucking Egypt, who's never been in the motherfucking tomb of Ramses, who's never took a picture of shit. If I want to take a close-up picture of 4 figures and make it clear just so we can see the details of the picture, maybe let me just take a picture of 1 or 2 of them so it can fit in the picture and we can see details. We know it's 4 of them, but we can't get clear details of a picture if we take it of 4 of them with these little older cameras we have. So we got to just take a picture of 2. Then we can get them in the picture closer up and show the detail. You know what I'm saying, you stupid gullible motherfuckers? Niggas talking about Cropper's ship. As if somebody was actually trying to fool you by showing you 2 of the same pictures instead of 4 of the same exact pictures. You know what? Actually, I believe 90% of y'all know I'm right deep down inside. But you don't want to come out in public and admit it. And on top of that, you want me to be wrong because you may dislike me. Everybody's not displaying my yacht. Even the peanut gallery. I truly believe 90% of y'all know I am 100% correct. But it's hard to let go when you just find out Jesus didn't walk on water. It was hard as hell when I was the one exposing we are not the Moors. When I first started doing that, it was hard as hell. Niggas didn't understand. Niggas didn't understand this one thing that wisdom will show you. I said for years, you guys have been explaining the etymology of the word. For years, they was doing a trick on you. They was going over and over and over and arguing about the etymology of the word more. But they never spoke on who Amor was. Nobody asked what the etymology of the word more is. That wasn't people's concern. But once you get to breaking it, they just thinking, okay. They didn't say who was Amor. I had to teach you who the fucking Moor was. And it's the Berber and the Arab in North Africa and the Maghreb. Niggas couldn't, all of a sudden everybody knows now and is cool with it. And they front today like they didn't front and think that. And Chief X was the only one in the entire conscious community to had to clean that up, while 99% of everybody else didn't know. This is the same motherfucking thing right here. And we're gonna iron this shit out, and you're gonna see 2 years from now, everyone's gonna detach themselves from trying to be a North African. Oh, we got time. And then the more, I'm on my street, I'm just looking for a park. The more science continues to reveal itself, each year you're gonna find out you were wrong on something else. Okay, we was wrong. It's going, the evidence is gonna continue to stack up. Right now it's 98-1. You're losing badly. It's 99-1. You are losing this argument badly. And niggas all of a sudden start doing fucking jumping jacks and celebrating way too fucking soon. You should have said, wait a minute, Chief. Wait a minute, Woo. I know Chief X got something for this bullshit. You should have told yourself that already, because you know how I get down already. You should have said, Chief X definitely got something for this bullshit, and held your motherfucking judgment. You don't side with the devil over God. Ever. Don't be on the wrong side of history. Repent right now, so 2 years from now, you won't be looking stupid and realize you was in a cult. A lot of y'all in the cult of Wu Jiao. But I'm gonna rescue you. I'm gonna rescue my children from this orphanage, because they're not taking care of you in the orphanage. I'm gonna take care of you. Awesome. Somebody said Chief X said he was the only one. I haven't been reading the comments. But you can't find a video nowhere on earth where people are going and telling the conscious community, in the conscious community, that they are not the fucking Moors, and telling you and breaking down what a blackamoor is. I'll just say this right now. This I know. Right now, 80% of the people listening to me think a blackamoor is a person. I guarantee you that. Go watch my video on what a blackamoor is. It's art and jewelry of servants who are pitch black. It's different and has a different meaning than blackamoor and Moor are two different things. But people confuse the two. They were even of different time frames. I'm home now. Let me take my bag in here, unpack, because I just parked from coming from Vegas. In about an hour, let me just get some ins and outs together. And let's just say 2 hours. I'll be back, and I will show without a shadow of a doubt, and I will prove without a shadow of a doubt, Wujaro lied and Jonathan lied, and they both were deceitful, and they fooled you. Oh, I got you covered. I'm from the CPT, they say. CPT, when someone say I'm from the CPT, They sound trying to tell you they from Compton. Yeah, remember that. I'll see you in 2 hours. Well, let me read a comment or two. Hold on. Let me read a comment or two in case I miss something, because no, I didn't play any craps. I don't fuck around. So I only live 4 hours from Vegas, and my grandparents live there. Rest in peace. So Vegas is like my second home, right? So I learned over time to stop. They say the worst game that you lose your money on the most, that's just wasteful, but it's the funnest. But the most wasteful is the slot machines. Where you put your coins in and pull the hammer. You lose your money the most overall. Now, people hit, but I'm just talking about overall. It's the worst game to lose your money out. They say blackjack, you have the best odds of going home a winner with blackjack. There are other good games too, but I'm just overall the best odds. Because sometimes if you're a good blackjack player, sometimes it could be 50-50. So you have better odds in blackjack. But I stopped fucking with slots. Then I started doing blackjack. This is like years ago when I used to go. I said, once I took too many losses playing blackjack, I said, fuck that shit. All is horrible. So I only bet now on sports or fights, mainly UFC fights. If it's a big UFC card, if it's a big UFC card, like last night, they had 10 fights. So sometimes I'll bet on all the fights because I'm a rabid and an avid MMA fan. So I know all the fighters. I've seen them fight. I'm very familiar with combat sports. I used to box and wrestle. So I understand the game and I understand the fighters. So I have way better luck than anything I've ever done in Vegas betting on fights. So I just bet on who's gonna win or lose. So usually I'll go bet on the underdogs. And people talk this. I said, this motherfucker gonna kick his ass. Y'all just ain't seen him fight. He's gonna kick his ass. And sometimes I bet on the underdog, and I always have the best chances. So in this betting game on fights, I'll usually win 3 times and then lose 1 time. Win 3 times and then lose 1 time. That's why I will only drive to Vegas to bet for 1 day if it's on fights. I don't bet on shit else. So it's just something I understand. That's why I bet on it. Oh, let me clear this up. Because people are trying to say Chief X is disrespectful. He cussed a bitch out. Let's keep it real. Hell yeah, I did. I will cuss somebody out. Let me just tell you something. Don't let people mind game you. 2 things are disrespectful. Let me tell you. If I call somebody a bitch for no reason, I'm being disrespectful. If I call somebody a bitch because I disagree with them, I'm being disrespectful and acting foul. Flip side, Mayat, balance. If someone says Chief X is stupid and slow, he's old, and he needs to get his life together. And they just say that because we disagree, that's disrespectful. You don't have to cuss to be disrespectful. But for no reason, when you say someone is stupid and slow and too old and belittle them, you're being disrespectful to that person who's 20 years your elder and who is not stupid and slow. You don't have to add motherfucker to it for it to be disrespectful. It's simply disrespectful for no reason to say that to an older brother. It's disrespectful in Kenya for this Kenyan chick to say that to one of their Kenyan elders. For no reason, because they disagree with a discussion. If she says to her Kenyan elders, you're stupid and slow and you need to get your life together, as if your life is just fucking trash. These are of illusions. My logic and common sense is good. That's being disrespectful. So you don't have to cuss at someone to be disrespectful. So because I cussed, no, wait a minute. And on top of that, you say they're stupid and slow and don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They need to get their life together about 40 different times in 6 months. So you were disrespectful to them 40 different times in a period of 6 months. You blocked him in the Amin Ra Squad group because he was killing you. You blocked him on YouTube. I didn't say Facebook. You blocked me on YouTube from the comments on the Sasha Manthonetta page months ago because you didn't want my input because my input is damaging. So they've been hiding and pushing Chief out the way and being disrespectful a long time. One video, I come out and say the words, bitch. And everybody cries foul. Kiss my ass.